How do you imagine a crafting session with your family will go? Everything is organized, the kids are happy, the parents are smiling, there isn't any mess. Everyone is working well together. But is this what it looks like in reality? Everything is a mess and it's not what you expected. Maybe you don't even know where to start. I know sometimes a craft project can be overwhelming, but here at the MCBH Library we've got some tools to help. Cue the AccuCut die cutter conveniently located in Craft Island. By the end of this video, you will know what the AccuCut die cutter can help you do. You will know what material you can cut. You will be able to locate a die from the storage shelves and know where to put it back, and how to safely operate the AccuCut die cutter. Eek! That's a lot of stuff to get through. Let's get started. Whether you need to make a school project or holiday cards, this die cutter has got you covered. You can think of each die kind of like a cookie cutter that uses the machine to stamp out your shapes. You can cut the same shape over and over out of multiple materials without using scissors to cut them out. It saves you time and makes your shapes look professional. Craft Island is available for everyone to use, but children under 10 need to be accompanied by their grown-ups. And please always be respectful of other library users. What kind of materials can be cut with the die cutter? Anything you can cut with household scissors. This includes cardstock, felt, sponges, and up to 6 layers of paper at a time. MCBH Library provides tools for you to use, but you will want to bring your own materials, including glue sticks, tape, or markers if you think you will need them. We do have a scrap paper box for usable scraps. So how do you find that right die for your project? You can either browse the racks that we have. There is a teeny image of what the cutout looks like, or you can flip through our menu, then find the corresponding location in Craft Island. Remember where it came from. It needs to be returned to the same place so the next crafter can find it. Let's see. I want to make a superhero mask. The menu shows that masks are on dies numbered 23A and 23B. That means there'll be 2 different dies that can be put together. I'll locate those dies in this drawer and carefully take them out. Safety tip number 1. Have a look at this die. Remember, it's kind of like a cookie cutter. The solid part faces down and the foam part faces up. If you look closely, you can see the steel cutter blades. It's a little bit sharp, so you don't want to put pressure on it with your fingers. Now prepare your material. For the sake of this video, I'm just going to call it paper. Does the paper cover the whole die? If it's too small, you can either find a bigger piece of paper or choose a smaller die. If the paper is too big, cut the paper a bit smaller so it doesn't get caught in the rollers. Now it's time to make our first cut. Place the die cutter foam facing up on the tray, being sure it is completely flat. Place the paper on top of the die. Make sure the steel blades are completely covered with the paper. Slowly turn the handle clockwise, catching the die and the paper in the roller. Safety tip number 2. Keep your fingers away from the rollers. The plastic guard needs to always stay on. You did it! You made something! And if you want the same thing again, just replace the paper and roll it through once more. Replace the dies as you go. Remember where you found that die? Now return it to the same spot. If you forget, you can look at the sticker on the side for a reminder. Any scraps bigger than your palm can go in the scrap paper box. Anything smaller than that can go in the garbage. I used a different color paper for the second cut of my mask to add some fun details. After you cut more shapes out, you can put them together using a glue stick. You can also add details using markers or sequins or feathers or anything else you have at home. You did it! Now let's see what you can remember. Question number 1. If I use a die that's labeled with an H, should I A. Return it to the B shelf, B. Leave it on the die cutter machine so the next person can use it, C. Return it to the H shelf, or D. Find a hiding spot in the nonfiction section? That's right, the answer is C. You should return it to the H shelf. You always want to put everything back to the same place where you found it so the next person can find what they're looking for. Okay, next question. With the AccuCut die cutter, I can cut anything that can be cut with scissors. True or false? That's right, true. You can cut out anything that can be cut with household scissors, only faster and neater. You can even cut up to 6 pages of paper. All right, last question. When I use the die cutter, should I A. Place the foam part of the die facing up, B. Keep my fingers out of the way when I turn the crank, C. Make sure the die is placed fully on the tray, or D. All of the above? That's right, the right answer is D, all of the above. The foam needs to be facing up, my fingers are out of the way, and the die is placed fully on the tray. You also want to be sure the paper is fully covering the steel cutting blades. Now that you know how to use the AccuCut die cutter, I hope we'll see you soon here at the Craft Island at MCBH Library. And remember, if you ever have any questions, always ask a librarian. We're always happy to help you. I can't wait to see the cool projects you make. Happy crafting!